Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to The Best Between. The Best Between is a podcast where two lifelong best friends, Hector, that's me,
And Garrett, that's me.
we go head to head and all various this or that's, would you rather, or just two challenging topics, simply with one that comes down to being the best. We look forward to this week's episode. It's a little different. I'll give you that.
A little bit.
In this way, I'm saying it's the best is the worst for this week's topic, right?
Exactly. Yep. Exciting
I
topic.
think, yeah. So this week, we have which is worse, a pile of laundry or
Pile of
a pile
dishes.
of dirty dishes. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Should be interesting. Should be interesting.
It is. It is interesting. I do like the this week that we're kind of trying to prove which one is worse, but also which one is easier to get cleaned up at the end of the day.
Exactly. Exactly. Should be a nice little topic. Well, Hector, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I think we can just we'll get right into it. So I'm saying, me personally, I'm defending that laundry is easier to clean up, and a pile of dirty dishes is worse to have.
Debatable. Debatable. That's all I'm
Uh,
saying.
so Garrett's obviously got dirty dishes are easier, which is just crazy from my perspective, and that having a pile of dirty laundry is worse to have. I think I don't know. I guess it's kind of a person. I don't even know if it's personal. If it's a personal thing, I think overall, just having a giant pile of dirty dishes is just absolutely worse than having laundry.
I don't know, man. I think I'm about the dishes life. I like doing dishes a whole lot more than doing laundry. There's nothing worse to me than doing laundry. I simply doing the laundry. It just like, especially where we're living right now. I don't have a dryer. They don't really have dryers too much here. So you have to make sure that you pile up all the clothes in the right spot. And then even when you pile up those clothes, I don't care where you store them, they're always gonna smell. Always stinks up the room. It always smells like garbage. Personally, I just think it smells like garbage. You got the you got
Hmm.
the things that are attracted to those dirty smelling clothes. You got all the bacteria, all the odors, just a bunch of unpleasant smelling stuff. Usually sitting in the corner of your bedroom. It's not like the dishes where you could have them out in they're out in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? The
No,
dishes can be
no,
kept
no.
separate.
I gotta stop you right there, and I gotta say, because look, if you have dishes, if they're dirty, so there's caked on food, there's could be even food left over from a dinner you made, stuck in the pot, and if you have that stuff piling up, that stuff especially here, could tend to grow mold. The stink is just is way worse than the stink of dirty clothes. And I think it's such easier to be an eyesore than a pile of
Mm.
laundry. Because a pile of laundry, you got your dirty clothes, you got your basket, your dirty clothes baskets, your hamper, whatever. And then it's kind of you got your pile, you see the baskets full, but it's not like your kitchen. The kitchen you use a dish every day, right? The same thing for clothes, right? You get dressed every day, but dishes, you're using more dishes than more times you change your clothes throughout the day.
You know what? I'll give
And
you that I
so,
use more spoons throughout the day. Because when you make
uh,
coffee or whatever, when you gotta stir something, I'm a one kind of stir guy, and it chucks it straight in the sink. So I do give you that. I make more dishes for sure. So I usually go through 2 spoons a morning, which is probably stupid. I just don't have a place to put the spoons, I guess. There's probably a technology that I could do for that now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Dishes are just. I feel like dishes for me are a lot easier. I remember growing up as a kid, I hated dishes. There's no question about it. I absolutely despised them. But
Yeah.
now I've had to like accept that obviously being married, dishes are my thing. Like I wake up in the morning and at 20 minutes, just a quick 20 minutes of dishes. You know, you have them all stacked up on the corner, and then I have all the glasses all laid out too. I feel like there's such a satisfying end result to dishes too. Like in anything when you clean, you kind of have a result after when you're mopping, when you're sweeping. But with dishes, man, oof, nice clean plates. You get it soapy on both sides. It gets it perfect, and I think that's kind of satisfying. But with laundry, man, it's kind of well, I got to lift all of these crappy clothes and chuck them all up in that washer, and then yes, the washer does most, a little bit of the work. I understand the
Yeah.
washer can do a little
It
bit of the
does.
work, but
Right.
but at the same time, I mean, but see, and here's the thing: we have to make sure everyone understands. We're doing this debate without having a dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't had a
Yeah.
dishwasher
So
in,
this is
in 15
this is
years. Strictly
this is
hand
just even
scrubbing.
even longer now, right? Because now you're
Yep,
hand washing each individual thing
that is true.
instead of loading them up in a rack,
That is
shutting
true.
it, and then just click and start.
No, you know what? But for people like me, the ADH fiends that we are, I always lose track of what time my washer is going to be done. And how many times, Hector, you can't even lie to me right now. How many times have you left your washer full of washed clothes, and then you go and you check on it a day, maybe 2 days later?
No,
And
not too, not too.
yes, yeah, oh,
I'll
no,
say
listen, you go,
I'll
listen,
throw
having a
that. It's
bad
like the
day.
night before. I forget. Yeah.
But even then, you wake up and then things are dingy, bro. Those things are dingy. So what do you have to do? What do you have to do after you have these dingy old clothes? You have to redo the dishes that you've already done. And that's the thing that chokes. Or actually, not the dishes. I said that backwards. You have to redo the the laundry that you've already done. You gotta go get the detergent. You gotta put it back in, and then on top of that, you gotta wait another 45 minutes. So for me, the anxiety of not anxiety, but the frustration of waiting for it to be done, and then on top of that, you gotta hang them jokers. Oh, I got big
No, see,
hands. You know how annoying it is to try
that's
to hang
the.
hang them towels. Oh,
Oh my
the
goodness. No, I
worst.
think. See, to that, there's just such an easy routine that you can make it. First of all, the washer beeps to tell you when it's done.
That is
The
true.
one you got, it beeps. So
It
it's not
does.
like it's not a straight up Dominican washer, but we have a little bit of a newer washer here, right? So
Yeah.
it's we put our clothes in, drop the lid, we come back in a solid 45, hang the clothes up outside, and then you start another load.
I
But see,
guess.
once you do that, if you get busy doing other things, here's the thing: do the pile of laundry, you can still have time to do other stuff to get the house clean in between. Versus dishes, you're stuck in the kitchen getting that stuff done, right? You could put the laundry in, and then you know what you have on you pretty much almost all the time, Garrett, is your phone. Set a timer on your phone for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Sync it up with the washer. Drop the clothes in, set your timer, go get whatever you had to do done around the house or whatever. Make yourself a lunch. Oh, and you know what? Just throw your dishes back in that pile, the pile of dishes in the kitchen,
I
and then you
guess.
you come back, you hang your clothes, and you know what? Once you get going with another one, you set your timer. And for those that are in the states listening that you have the standard washer and dryer, same thing. You set a timer for the washer, set another one if you got it for the dryer. Fold your clothes in between washing cycles, put them away,
I mean, first of
and it's
all, hold on.
such
Pause.
such
Pause there.
such such a easy routine to get everything taken care of.
Who likes folding laundry? I can't think of
Who
something
likes
more
washing
tedious.
dishes? Who likes washing dishes?
You need dishes. I guess you need clothes as well.
You
But
need clothes.
but
But here's the
listen,
thing: you
this
have
is
more of an abundance of clothes than you have an abundance of dishes.
so you're saying you do more dishes than you wash laundry?
I'm saying that laundry isn't as such a, I guess, requirement versus the dishes, right? Because when you have them and you just keep piling up, eventually you're gonna run out. So then eventually that like you'll run out easier than you'll run out of clothes. So you're gonna have to tackle that pile of dishes.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I think that there's times where it's like the dishes are so easy to be done. Here's my routine. Here's my dish routine. All right, bud. I'm over here.
Let's
I
hear
got
it.
a
Let's hear it.
podcast, because I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. Eventually, we're going to get sponsored as the Best Between. We'll be sponsored by the Arizona Cardinals. But and then no, I'm over here watching
Shout out
TNA.
Cardinals. Shout out
Shout out
Cardinals.
Cardinals. If you guys wanna pay for my rent, let me know. Just let me know. I go over here. I go to this dishes section, and I pile up the dishes. You get them organized a little bit beforehand. It's not too hard. And then you know what I do, Hector? I put on my headphones, and time flies by. I listen to one of the greatest podcasts ever, which is obviously the Best Between. So I listen to reruns. No, I also listen to you listen to your podcast for your Cardinals or your sports or stuff like that, and you just kind of do it. I put my brain on autopilot, and guess what? By the time I get through one podcast, you know what's done? On my dishes, and then I feel satisfied. I feel accomplished. I feel like I've literally done something instead of the other way around where you're just like, I guess I'm throwing clothes in the laundry, and now I got to transfer them to my hanging rack, and then I got to let them hold on. First of all, 45 minutes to wash your clothes, right? You have to find something to do between those 45 minutes. You can't do anything an hour and a half later, and you can't do anything 20 minutes before, right? Because you have to wait
No.
till laundry is done.
Here's the thing. So for our place, we got roof access, right? And on the roof, there's clotheslines on the roof. So when I do laundry, we take it up to the roof, and you know what?
Stairs.
The laundry's dry. The laundry's dry in literally 20 minutes tops. Because you know what's beaming down right there on the roof? The nice hot sun.
You know what else is damaging your clothes? The nice hot sun.
Oh, shush.
Yeah.
Oh, shush.
Yeah. I remember our first apartment in the Dominican Republic when we stayed with each other. We were roomies. Yeah, you remember them clothes that got crunchy on the outside? Yes,
absolutely I remember.
Rocked. Absolutely
through
rocked.
it. You know what? I've learned. Experiences has taken me.
I guess.
I've learned. I've done better. I don't got crunchy clothes no more.
Yeah,
got that fabric softener.
Yeah, you gotta get the fabric. Yeah, we didn't have that.
My clothes are smelling clean.
I respect
fresh.
it. I respect
You know
it.
what? They're folded. They're put away.
No, but you know what?
Organized.
Folding them is the worst. I hate folding clothes.
No, dude. You know what? Here's the thing you can do that's different between dishes and then folding clothes. Because I know where your kitchen's located and my kitchen. There's no way I can throw a show on and just watch and do dishes, right? But with laundry, folding clothes and putting them away, I can fold, organize.
You can have a show on. Yeah, you can have a show on, but podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a podcast guy naturally, so it doesn't even matter where I'm located. I could be in a basement listening to a podcast, especially listening to the Best Between. But listen, dishes are just kind of easy. It just takes 20 minutes of your time. 20 minutes, 25 minutes a day. How many loads of laundry you might have to do? I mean, you have to let these things dry. So even if drying and doing this and doing the washing, I mean, you're talking about an hour and 30 minutes of dedicated brain time where you can't really sit down for 30 minutes and do something else per se. And it's just like you have to fold them all, and then why? And hold on, but folding them is the worst because right after you fold them, you know you're going to use them. You're going to use them eventually. So my natural
So same thing with the dishes. What? You're going to go a day or two without using dishes?
No, you don't fold them. You just pull them back.
But if you do it right, if you're expecting guests, you're gonna dry the dishes, put them away, put them in the cabinets,
I don't dry.
Oh my god!
No, I got a rack for that. I got a rack for that. What are we, peasants? I got a rack for that. As we talk about us not having dryers or dishwashers.
Still on the rack when I'm done. You know what? Because you know what? After the dishes, I dry all the dishes, put it away, wipe down the sink, everything cleaned up. See, but I think that's a little bit different too to the essence of where you want your kitchen to look clean. A pile of clean dishes on the counter still makes the kitchen look dirty.
No, they're not on the counter.
It's still a pile.
They won't be on
the
counter.
Rack. Where's the rack?
The rack's to the right, and it's very organized.
The right of where?
It's
on
the right of the
It's
kitchen.
on the counter.
But it's for that space. It's a nice fancy rack I got. It's good. It's good.
See, but I guarantee you, if you dried those dishes and put it away, your wife would appreciate it more.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
And then you know what? You organize the dish drying rack in some way. You can clean it up and put it underneath the sink or whatever.
That's true. That is true.
And then
I can see
the
it.
counter space there looks much cleaner, right?
Yeah, because you know why it looks more cleaner? Because it's a satisfactory of doing dishes. You do dishes, and you get a satisfactory feeling. You don't get a satisfactory feeling after doing laundry.
No, you do.
That's the one thing I got. I do have.
You know what? You got an empty hamper. Your drawers are full. Your closet.
When have you ever looked at your hamper open? Thing has a lid on mine at least. I don't ever know if it's empty or closed. I don't know if it's empty or full. I don't know. There's zero satisfaction. All I see is laundry on my patio right now.
Okay, so are you putting your dirty clothes in there, or is your wife picking them up?
You know, it's a balance. It's a balance. We share responsibility. I do the dishes. I do most of the dishes. You know.
Oh my god.
It's a balance. It's a balance in all things. You know what? The one thing I can give you about dishes, and you haven't brought it up yet because I think I'm probably the only one that hates doing is I hate doing the silverware. I hate doing the forks, the knives, the spoons. I despise it. The only thing and the only reason why is because when you're washing dishes, all the food falls onto the bottom. And where is everything on the bottom? It's the silverware.
The bottom,
so then it gets all nasty, and it's just like, I hate that part. That's like the worst part of doing dishes. You have the silverware, they're all crunchy and crusty and stuff. Ugh. I do sometimes leave the silverware. My wife will concur.
Man, he doesn't. Don't even finish the job. You leave. You leave a more important tool in the eating process with these dishes.
I do. There has been times where I have not had a knife. There has been times where there is no peanut butter spreader, if you will. There is no butter knife of justice. No. But, I don't know. I think they're both. You know what? I think there might even be a happy medium. And you know why? See, brainstorming here. We could combine both. And we could even hit him with the laundry started first. And how long does laundry take, Hector?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
If you unless you got a small load, you throw it on a quick wash. Quick wash, 20 minutes.
Even if you have a quick wash, you know what you can do in between that time of doing your quick wash?
You would finish the dishes. Because here's the thing, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're arguing for a kitchen where it's just you and your wife, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's easier than, let's say, from where my wife would have been doing the dishes growing up. My wife has got in the house, I guess total from the house she grew up in was 7 total in the house, right?
Oh goodness, yeah, that's bad.
So just now imagine seven plates each meal. It's summer vacation. Kids are home from school.
Oh no.
The mom's with the kids. Dad's at work. Dad comes home.
7 dishes.
But
not only that, 7 dishes, but then you have to have like a big pot of something. Another big pot of something, and then the silverware, 14.
Oh yeah, just imagine.
That's not even including what's happened throughout the day. Oh, good.
Exactly. So now just imagine. You said how you stir your coffee, and you throw a spoon in. So now just imagine kids do the same thing.
7 of them.
You spread some peanut butter, throw it in. You're making but you're
making peanut butter sandwiches for 7.
Chocolate milk.
Technically,
no, because not all of them eat at the same time. One comes in saying I want this. One comes in saying I want this. It's different.
I can see it.
But now, maybe let's switch up the question just a little bit here. If you never had to do either one of these again in your life,
that's a good question.
For me, if I never had to do dishes again in my life, I cannot tell you how much easier that would be. If somebody were to come in here and do our dishes every single time we ate and put them away,
Oh, and put them
and
away.
just
See, that's a big
and just
factor.
and just have the kitchen looking spectacular pretty much at all times.
Oh,
Do you know
that's a hard
how
one.
much that would be appreciated?
That would be appreciated. That would, you know what, Hector, that would be appreciated. Oh man, I think, but if you're telling me, dude, I produce a lot of clothes. I mean, think about this. I go through probably two pairs of clothes per day. So that's
Mm-hmm.
two pairs of socks. That's two chonies. That's two pants or shorts, two shirts. So we're
You know what?
talking about two, four, six, eight. We're
I
talking
mean,
about eight pairs
just
of clothes. And it whole pickleball, when I'm out there playing sports, man,
that's
them
true.
things are
That's true.
sweaty. Them things are grimy. But see, here's the thing. I guess maybe because you have three people now, and your dishes are probably substantially bigger with a kid because you have your bottles, you
Mm-hmm.
have your rest. Oh yeah, I never. See, you probably have a lot more, and that's the
Yeah,
problem. See, if
that
it's just me and
is.
my wife, I think my dishes are manageable. I think what the best part would be is to never do dishes when you have a party or a gathering.
That's
That
yeah. You know
that
what?
is
Hey,
where I would take it. That's where
hey,
I
can
would
I
take
bring
it.
anything? Yes, paper plates, plastic cups,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Paper
plastic
plates,
forks.
plastic
You know,
cups. Because listen, I mean, realistically, the best of both worlds would be to never do either.
that's
Is
true.
to have someone do
That's
both
true.
of them.
That's true.
And that would be a plus. That would definitely be a plus. The one thing I did forget to mention though, and this is my last negative about doing laundry is I'm gonna have to throw in dry cleaning. I'm gonna have to throw in some dry cleaning. And not only on top of dry cleaning, because you got to take that sucker to a store, because ain't nobody know how,
Hmm.
you got to have the special steamer for a suit or something like that. But you know what you're missing, Hector, too, is that sometimes you don't have the luxury of just folding your clothes. There's extra steps after that, though. Steaming and ironing and all of that stuff, man. How many times do you have to steam and iron a week? At least twice, maybe three times.
At least
Oh,
twice. Yeah, I give it
oh,
to you.
but
At
you're
least
telling me
twice.
you're telling
Oh
me
no,
all
I
my
guess yeah,
suits,
a
all
good
my
couple
pants,
times. Yeah.
all my dress shirts, all my towels, all of that could be folded, steamed, pressed, even the briefs. Oh man, that would be a dream. I
But
think that would be
now,
a dream.
now flip it. You can chuck in however many spoons you want.
Oh yeah,
You're feeling you're
unlimited
feeling a little extra
unlimited
tired today.
spoons,
You're going for 2 cups of coffee. Two
unlimited
cups of coffee in the
stirs.
morning. A
Yeah,
little pick me up in the afternoon.
yeah, I see it. I respect it.
Oh,
I can see
a
it.
little PB&J. Oh, you know what? Let me get a plate, not a paper towel. Let me not do a little hand catcher
A little
under my
hand
sandwich.
catch.
No. Let me get a plate. You know
Yeah.
what? Cut that sandwich in half.
But then I'm
Let
just
me
being wasteful. Then I'm just
diagonally.
being wasteful. At that
No.
point, I
Because
feel bad for whoever's cleaning.
now
Yeah, I can't
it's
help if
like,
I'm going to the gym. I can't help if I'm getting my clothes dirty. I live in a humid area. I don't know. Sweat is a thing.
you can't help if you gotta eat.
That is true. That is true. How many times do you eat out though? Ooh, gotcha.
You know what?
How many
No,
plate of the days are you eating out? You don't even have to do
no.
dishes
It's
because you
less.
could
It's
eat out.
less now. Because you know why? Our son here is just. We got more stuff for him at the house, and it's just easier at the house now
Yeah,
more
that's
than it
true.
is
I can see
going and get
having
it out.
having a kid. I think that would also play a part because his clothes are so minute and so small that like they wouldn't really
Hmm.
matter. Chuck them in the laundry or folding them like it would take an extra 4 seconds. But the
Yeah.
amount of dishes. I was over at your house a couple days ago.
Uh
Man, your
huh.
wife was over there grinding out these cups that are like the diameter of 2 inches. And I'm like, how do you get them things clean? Like you need a special tool. Like you
Yep.
need you need you need some craziness to get those things clean. So I can see
Just a
I can I
little
can see
bottle
having
cleaner,
a
you
kid.
know.
That would be rough. There's a lot more that you have to do dishes wise. Especially when I like your point about 7 kids. That would be terrible. Couldn't that would be the worst having to do all the laundry and all the dishes like that. Oh, I personally don't know how I would do it. I think I would be struggling pretty hard. That's just me though.
Yep. I think either one is hard.
Yeah, I
But
think they're both pretty difficult.
yeah,
It's,
I do.
it's a good combo, though. There's a good combo of things. But that's all I got, man. What about you? Any closing points?
I think closing points for me is if we allow the dishes to pile up, you got food in there, just everything left over. Let's say you go. Let's say it's just like 2 days without going washing dishes.
Mm,
What do you got in there? You got to
pretty,
smell
pretty stanky. Pretty
the
stanky.
food. The food's built up on there.
Oh yeah, the
Pretty soon,
food, the food's,
some
it's
stuff,
pretty
some
crusty.
stuff
Gotta let it
starts to
soak.
grow.
Gotta let it
Yep.
soak. Yeah,
And you know what
that
else
is
comes?
true.
What else comes? You know what
Mm,
comes looking for that food?
mm.
Some kind of pest.
Yeah, I can see
So
it.
now,
I can
now,
see it.
now you got to worry about your home, right? Whether it's like a little roach,
Good thing I know
a
a
little
pest control
rat.
guy. Good thing I know a
See,
pest
see,
control guy.
see. That's the thing, right? You just assume it's so easy, but once they're in, it's
It's
a
hard to get
lot
him out.
harder to get them out.
Yeah,
Yep. It's not just cleaning the dishes is part of it,
yeah,
but now you
that's
gotta
true.
check under the sink. You gotta check the drawers. They're
I'm a
building
f-
homes
hey, listen,
now.
I'm a fumigating fool. All right, listen, I be spraying things constantly. I
See,
don't
see,
mess
but now you're
around.
spraying. Now it's either you got to pull everything out of out of the cabinets, out of the drawers, spray everywhere, or if you're just dropping a bomb in there, then you got to go through and wash all those dishes again.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I get my closing points. I can see your point. Don't get me wrong, Hector. I can see your point. My closing point is that I'm staring and the eyesore of them laundry towels, clothes on my balcony that have to continue because them towels do not dry fast now. Oh my
The
goodness, them
towel, the
towels take
towels,
two
the
days,
towels
brother.
give you a problem. Yep.
And then they're crusty, and it's like, well, man, there's like a fine point of like 3 hours in between where it's gone too far to crustiness to cleanliness. Them socks are all janky looking. Yeah, there's positives and negatives to both, but just me, if I could have someone do my laundry, if I could have someone press my suits and get my collars. Oh, come on now. Can't even own
Oh,
white shirts nowadays
the
with the
collar,
sweat. The
the
collars,
collar.
you're telling
I'll
me
give it
someone's
to
gonna
you.
press and shine them up. It's gonna look like some shiny teeth right there, with the pressed collar with the white crispiness. Just for me personally, I'm taking that. I'm taking the laundry over the dishes. Can't do it. Too much. Too much work.
Gosh,
That's all I got.
uh, that's
Left it all on the
it's
table.
hard. It's hard. It's a hard choice, but you know what? It's not our decision.
Mm-hmm.
So those listening. So we want to hear your guys' input for this one. We're
Yeah.
throwing up the poll.
Let us know.
Which would you rather? I'll throw up two for this one, I guess, right? Which is worse, a
Which is
pile of
worse?
laundry
Yeah.
or a pile of dirty dishes? And then we'll throw up that second poll.
I
Which
like
would
it.
you rather never have to do again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dishes or the laundry?
That's a good one. No, that is a good one. And it probably
I don't
comes down to a
know.
little bit of preference, but I like it.
Just a bit. I think family size has to do in there as well.
Yeah,
How chores are
exactly.
split up for those who are younger, pitching in around the
Yep.
home. You got a
Yeah.
day for dishes, a day it switches to you for laundry,
Yeah, that's true.
or maybe you're just dedicated to it for 1 week and then you switch with a sibling or whatever, or if with your spouse you guys are switching each and every other day. I think biggest factor is family size. The more if you guys are eating out, eating in person. And then I guess how often you guys are going out to do stuff as well, right? For how much laundry you're going through.
Yeah. That makes total
So
sense.
interesting. I'm interested
Love
to
it.
see how the polls do.
Yeah,
But
let us know.
let us know.
Let us
Yep.
know. Well, awesome.
Alrighty.
Been a good
Another
one.
episode.
In the
Wrapped it up.
books.
That's it. The best between. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.